Welcome back to DIY Wordsmith. Today's list of words: daunting, debonair, decadent, decree, decrepit, degenerate, deleterious, demonstrative, depraved, deprecate, depredation, desecrate. Okay, let's make a start. First word, daunting. Daunting is daring or intimidating. If you have a lot of studying to do, it may seem like a daunting task. Daunting describes something that you are not looking forward to doing, like having to fill out complicated text forms every year. Debonair means dashing urban air, which means elegant. Being debonair is a specific form of being charming that applies mostly to man. Decadent. Decadent means decayed, so morally corrupt. A decadent is a person who has fallen into a state of moral or artistic decay. Typically, though, we use decadent as an adjective to describe wasteful indulgence or extravagance. Decree means decide or declare. If you go far enough, a decree referred to a decision handed down by a Roman emperor. In more modern usage, a divorce decree is the document issued by a court which terminates marriage. Decrepit. If something is decrepit, it's dirty and crappy, or old and weak for a person. Decrepit implies that something or someone is weak and run down, practically falling apart. It's really not a nice word to use about a person. If you are trying to say the same thing about a person, you should consider the word feeble. Degenerate. Degenerate means deteriorate or decline. If something degenerates, it gets worse, like a food fight that degenerates to an all-out spaghetti throwing war. Degenerate can also describe an immoral person or the behavior of such a person. Deleterious is deleting or destroying health, so harmful. If something is deleterious, it does harm or make things worse. Smoking has obvious deleterious effects on your health, not to mention your social life. Demonstrative. Demonstrate means show. So demonstrative means showing or proving. In legal terms, demonstrative is used to describe evidence that shows that something happened. A note that says, I did it, might show or demonstrate an accused person's guilt. Depraved. Depraved means deprived of morals, so perverse or evil. Some would argue that morality is a subjective thing, so one man's depravity is another man's good time. Generally speaking, however, depravity or depraved is the go-to word when describing perverts or serial killers. Deprecate. Deprecate means depreciate the importance, so diminish. Someone might deprecate your dream of climbing Mount Everest by calling it a little walk up a hill. Some people deprecate themselves, which is called being self-deprecating. Depredation is destructive action. This Latin language is made by adding "pre" into the word, which means to plunder. As if that wasn't enough, they added prefix "d," which means completely. So completely preying on the weak. Desecrate. Desecrate is to disrespect something sacred, violate something sacred. So it means to treat a sacred place or thing with a violent disrespect. Okay, let's review the word daunting, daring, intimidating, debonair, dashing, urban air, so elegant, decadent, decayed, corrupt morally, decree, decide, declare, decrepit, dirty and crappy, or if it's a person, old and weak, degenerate, deteriorate, decline, deleterious, deleting or damaging, destroying health, so harmful, demonstrative, demonstrate, so showing or proving, depraved, deprived of morals, so evil or perverse, deprecate, depreciate importance or diminish, depredation, destructive action, desecrate, disrespect or violate something sacred. That's gonna do it for today. Happy learning.